Dukes of Weebdom!
Dukes of Weebdom.
Episode 133. Welcome in.
Welcome.
How do you do?
I do good.
Yes. Yeah. You got a large amount of manga to talk about.
Yes. Way overdue on that.
But I figured before we get to that, I know you've been playing Slay the Spire.
The top selling game on Steam right now.
Isn't it also like the only new game on Steam right now?
Well, Marathon
Not to be that guy.
also came out.
What the fuck is Marathon?
The people that made Destiny made their version of Escape from Tarkov.
Ah.
I know, that's probably like Egyptian hieroglyphics.
No, I kind of followed it, but...
Yeah.
So nobody asked for it.
Yeah. Well, people did for a while, but then Arc Raiders came out like 1 or 2 months ago, and it's like the same game. So people no longer want Marathon.
Yeah, makes sense, you know?
But everyone wants Slay the Spire too.
Almost everybody.
True.
Bet you're enjoying it?
Yes. So is our mutual friend.
Nice. I haven't played either of them, so...
I highly recommend either of them.
Well...
I'd recommend both, but you really don't need both. It's very much it's the last game but more kind of sequel.
Well, Crimson Desert comes out next week, I believe. Or the week after, so... I'll be playing that.
So I was checking the Steam charts. 566,000 right now. Oh no, right now 216, but 24-hour peak 516.
Glorious.
Yeah.
Good for them. You know, nice
Good for me.
Indie dev team, right?
Yeah. On just the phone version of Slay the Spire 1, I put 65 hours in.
Nice. What? I don't even know what kind of game this was. A platform?
No, it's a turn-based deck builder. All of your attacks are cards. You can see what the opponent's going to do, so a lot of it is like picking to block just enough damage so that you keep as much health as you can in between fights.
Mm-hmm.
And each fight you add a card to your deck.
Cool.
I love it. It's like crack to me.
Crack to me is that Age of Wonders game, and they just put out DLC this week.
Nice. Another one?
Mm-hmm. Nomadic Desert Clan.
Very quaint, comparatively.
Yeah, well, what's cool is you can just, like, pack up your main city into sand boats and move it.
That's pretty sweet, yeah.
And, they got fucking sandworm monsters that you can summon.
Nice.
And there's a bunch of other stuff. Plus, they added, like, updates to certain things and a new bunny race, customized bunny race people.
Nice.
Like, full bunnies. Humanoid bunnies.
Like Judy Hopps.
Yes, desert bunnies with, like, the nomad type.
Nice.
Desert attire or whatever.
I feel like bunnies would be very hot in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like anything that isn't a reptile would be very hot in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I mean, I might get it. I don't know. I'm still playing a different playthrough in the game, so I'm okay for now.
I'm still so early into Slay the Spire 2. I haven't even been looking at the other games in my library. I've only like beaten a run with 2 of the 5 characters so far. And then there's like 20 extra difficulties. So I'll be playing this for a while.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff too because I'm behind on some anime now, and the One Piece live action season 2 just dropped this week.
Nice.
I don't know. I think the whole episode dropped. I don't know. I mean, whole season dropped. I don't know if they're doing like weekly drops or if it's
Well,
Here's the whole thing because it's Netflix, you know?
I do think they also dropped the end of Beastars. I keep seeing like posts saying Beastars is over.
Nice.
Yes. I also haven't been watching it, like any anime. Just letting it build up, letting it get dubbed.
Yeah. I want to watch JJK because it's the Higuruma fight.
Yeah, I do see a lot of clips, like the perfect meme clip of Higuruma just being like, "Oh."
I saw that episode, yeah, when he's in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw him get out of the bathtub.
I haven't even seen that episode yet, but I've seen him.
Because you still haven't even seen the Maki episode, right?
Nope. But that's the last thing. It's like the literal top of my continue watching is Maki surrounded by goons.
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm. I gotta check if some of these are dubbed yet. Ew.
I've also still only seen like the first 2 episodes of Hell's Paradise, but I've seen mad clips of that, and let me tell you, the fucking animation quality of Hell's Paradise took a fucking big leap forward.
Yeah, I did see some people being like, "Whoa, where was this?" Ooh, and it's like mostly dubbed so far.
I also fell behind on Sentenced to Be a Hero. Free Run and Strange Fake are the only 2 that I've been keeping up with. But I'm still a week behind because I didn't watch like anything this past weekend.
Oh my God, there's so much stuff to watch. Oh, there's Trigun.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's airing this year. This season too.
A couple of these episodes say only dubbed. Like, in contrast to saying dubbed and subbed in other ones. Weird.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm excited for that. Because it's kind of going beyond what the original did. Like, they already settled stuff with knives. This is a completely new plot line that they set up at the end of the last season.
I assume they follow the manga or whatever. Or is there a source material? Or is
I still don't have a definitive answer, but I believe this one was supposed to be more faithful to the manga.
So it's like a brotherhood. Trigun Brotherhood.
Yeah. I need to do more investigating into that to say it more confidently, though.
Yeah, I know next to nothing about Trigun. So I'm just patiently waiting for the Soul Eater Brotherhood.
Someday. After Fire Force.
Someday. Hey, Fire Force is ending this season.
True.
I think. I mean, it's the final season part 2. Is there going to be a final season part 3?
I don't think so.
So, I've been seeing clips from that, and I'm like, damn, I need to catch up to this, like, so bad.
I actually haven't seen any clips. Surprisingly.
What's her name? The fan service girl?
Tamaki.
I was going to say Tamaki, but I was like, I don't know if that's correct. She actually had a pretty cool fight.
Yeah?
Nice. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else anime-wise that I'm doing. Oh, I mentioned on here, I mean, we talked about the whole series last week, but I finished my Code Geass rewatch.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact, I was rewatching at work, and I rewatched twice, and both times I cried at work to the last episode. Looking around all paranoid, like, no one's going to see me. Ooh. Like, every time, like, I'm holding it together, and then Nanalie is just like, you did it for me? Ooh.
Yeah, no. Clannad After Stories is still the only anime that got me.
A lot of anime have gotten me, so it's not even that big a feat. I mean, Angel Beats is pretty rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. Come out of nowhere, too. It's so fucking funny. And then they have to come at us with the feels like a bunch of assholes.
It's like 11 episodes of the most hilarious anime ever, and then one episode of the most heart-wrenching anime ever.
What do you call it? Charlotte, made by the same people. It's kind of like that too. Kind of a laid-back, wholesome story that ends pretty. No, it's not even like a sad. It's just like a. Cause like, fucking Angel Beats ends with a rip your fucking heart out.
The whole episode too. You think of the one moment, but the whole episode is him saying goodbye to all the other people too.
And that, but Charlotte is just, it's a world of people with superpowers or whatever, and the main character has the ability to, like, take over your body for like it's very short amount of time. It's like something like 6 seconds or whatever, and when he does though, his body all goes limp.
You know.
So he does, basically. So he does that to, like, cheat on tests and stuff. And then there's a group of people, the student council, I think, or, like, one of the club activities that are also people with superpowers. But these powers, though, aren't, like, super crazy. They're all, like, kind of unique powers, kind of like that. Pretty cool stuff. And, it's just them going around making sure that when they find somebody with powers, to make sure that they're not fucking around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he joins that group, but it turns out they figure out. He figures it out way later. I guess they knew it from like the get-go and were using him. But every time he takes over a person's body that has a power, it takes away the power.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and gives it to him, but he didn't know that was a thing, you know what I mean? So at the end of the series, powers are kind of getting a little crazy, so he goes on a quest to get rid of all of them. But it takes an extreme physical and mental toll on him.
Brutal.
And like him and the main girl fall in love, and he promises they'll be together when he comes back, but when he comes back he doesn't know who she is. And he's like wheelchair bound for the rest of his life.
God damn.
Yeah. And he wrote a journal throughout it because he realized that his memories were going away or whatever. He was losing stuff, so he was writing shit down so he would remember. And it shows you him lose that journal.
Oh.
So.
Brutal.
Yeah. Good anime though. It's good.
It's gotta be. It's by the Angel Beats people.
There was this one scene he just like loses his mind. He's all depressed and shit. You've probably seen the scene, and he fucking he beats up a group of bullies. These Israeli dudes, so he keeps taking over their bodies and like hitting them, and then he ends with a fucking pair of chopsticks and he bends the dude's like head back and fucking goes to stab him in the eye, and it stops like right this far from his eye. He stops it, and then he just like starts laughing. If I showed you the scene, you'd probably like, oh, I've seen that in an anime like AMV or something. Let's see if I can find it and just show it to you, because it's pretty intense and very well done. Oh, come on. What was that? Dun, 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 dun. It just shows it in flashes. No, see, it was right there.
One of those dumbass edits.
Yeah. It was like right after he believes that his sister died or whatever. If I remember correctly, she actually didn't die, but still. Why does he keep doing that?
Well, I think I found it anyways. Yeah, it did.
Oh yeah, and the main girl's ability, I think, is to be invisible or whatever, and she follows him for his like crash out. So see, through this whole scene, she's standing there with him, but he didn't know during his crash out. Did you find it? Let me see.
It's kind of flashing it too, but I saw like the actual like chopstick.
Yeah, it's that guy. So good. Yep, there it is. The chopstick floating above the dude's eyeball. It's good stuff. I should probably watch it again. I recommend it to anyone. I didn't remotely thought that well, I don't know if you can. I mean, the art style is the art style is just so close to Angel Beats, but it's also like a few years later, so it's more a little more modern. So it's like if Angel Beats was like a
one little leap, like Dead Man Wonderland leap.
Yeah, forward. But no, it's good stuff. Good storytelling, good characters. Self-contained 12-episode series, so it's not like you're gonna get a season 1 that
just really sell me too.
That doesn't ever get a season 2 type deal, because it's like the story's good. It's there. It's over.
And quick.
Yes. But I think it is time. It's time!
For manga?
Yes, for the manga. So, what tickled your fancies?
Probably Kagurabachi. No surprise there.
No. None.
I don't think we talked about it since before end of part 1.
End of part... No, well, definitely not that chapter itself we didn't talk about. But, I mean, basically the Swordmaster won round 1.
Yeah.
And I would assume that he would go back in his regular body, and so if we meet him again, he's gonna be, oh, you're Swordmaster. Oh,
and
it's
you're
Yura
a main,
over there.
yeah.
I guess.
I assume too. I mean, he has all the power to just let that body out of the Kamunabi headquarters now.
Unless, because like he transformed Yura into him, so maybe
there'll be just
transferred
two of
into
them now.
Yura. So maybe they just switch bodies, so you'll see Yura and he's just all. Because I assume too that you'd be pretty decrepit in there, not eating very well probably, so he's probably super skinny, malnourished, definitely. What do they call that? The muscle fatigueness.
Oh yeah. Atrophy.
Yes, muscle atrophy, because you're just sitting there all day. You know what I mean? Wild. And
took out Samura.
And fucking Chihiro going down a route that I just did not expect. I just honestly never expected him to actually forge a sword, but that seems to be
but that makes total sense.
I think I've said it before too. It's like, do you think that he knows how to do it? He worked with his dad, and apparently, yes,
yeah,
he does know how.
The part I didn't expect, I don't think I like the fact that this was a plot point. They're like, we're gonna bring Samura back. We'll sacrifice the sword to bring him back.
Yeah, I don't like death fake outs.
Me either. It just does. It's.
If you don't want to kill a character, don't kill them. If you're gonna kill a character, keep them dead.
It just makes more sense to again, just pass it on to his daughter.
Yeah, like inherited will type shit.
Yeah. It did land in front of her, and that's like a cool moment. I feel like it's a little undermined by, okay, now we're gonna get rid of that sword.
And she's already proven that she knows how to fight.
Yeah. Just let her have it. I guess just let her have her dad is a little more compassionate, but...
Because Togumune, right? That's It didn't break, right?
Nope.
So she just has it.
Yeah.
but he broke N10.
Yeah.
And is gonna merge it with something.
That, or he's gonna fix Cloud Gouger while he's at it.
Because we saw Cloud Gouger there and N10 question mark and like what he's gonna make. And but the thing is, because N10 had 4 abilities. Because part of what N10 had countered the malediction.
Yeah.
So you need that part to stay. Like, that needs to be...
I think it was him copying Toby Mune's thing, to be honest. Suzaku?
What about... You mean he's trying to...
No, I think that's what was counteracting it in that moment.
No, they said it.
Yeah.
It's just...
Like his at the very, very end.
Made N10 to counter this Shinichi.
Yeah.
Or more specifically, the malediction. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Malediction?
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Then we got hit with the end of part 1.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, well, okay then. Awesome.
And then totally unexpected for part 2.
Flashback!
Even hit you with that bold text at the end of the chapter, Seitei War arc. We also got Shiba being a badass, so...
Yeah, stealing the fucking, what do you call it?
The Datenseki. I only know because it's right there in front of my face the moment you asked.
Perfect. No, I'm digging this whole backstory so far. Now that we get to see a young Rokuhira too in this newest chapter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm digging.
And seeing a young Shiba again.
Yes.
Flinging 3 people into the sky to fall to their death. Well, flinging's teleporting.
Yes. Well, either way. Goodbye, suckers. I wonder who this new swordsmith is that is introduced. Obviously some nobody, because we know...
Well, no. I know exactly who he is.
Oh, do you?
Kind of. He's one of the enchanted sword users. Because when you see the spread of the 4 of their faces, one of them has that like fishmonger rope around their forehead.
Oh. So he's one of the 2 we haven't really got to explore. Because one of them's that...
Let's see if I can get that spread.
The girl.
Yes, because we saw their faces once. And this is a flashback, so he is younger than the photo I'm about to show. The one all the way to the left.
Oh, yeah. Because who's the one in the middle there with the hat?
That's Uraha.
Okay. Because that's
how he looks when we first see him, and then just ditches that and shows off his femboy beauty. So yeah, I think it's that guy. Oh, there's another spread of them. Yeah, see, there we go. That's an even better...
Yes, much better.
It is him.
Yeah, it's him. That scar is... Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how he becomes one of the wielders, because he's a swordsmith who's also a sushi chef.
I just felt that funny. I'm a sushi chef.
I got sushi to make.
Like,
I wonder how this other fuckboy that's with the Shiba is going to die.
Oh, he's 100% going to die.
He's totally going to die.
Fuck, what anime is that? Let me...
This onlooker.
Oh! It was totally JJK.
Yes. Nanami's little buddy that ended up dying off screen.
Yes.
Dying off screen in a flashback arc. Oh my god. The horror. But but you're absolutely right. They even look super similar.
I don't think so. I feel like the Nanami's other guy was much more bland. And also I feel like he had like a light brown hair, but I could be wrong.
It is light brown, but I mean, it's not that far off, man. Especially if we go manga.
Okay, yeah, no, that's pretty close. I didn't
remember. Actually, he looks a little farther off in the manga. Actually, I think the anime made him even more like the other guy.
He does actually look a lot like the dude in Kagurabachi. Maybe it's inspired.
Oh, well.
I was pitching someone totally different for that guy in JJK.
While we're doing this, I'm going to cycle through the 4 chapters of Centuria. Make sure Shonen Jump knows I want them to keep doing this.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 4 chapters, though.
Yeah, they still haven't added more. I check often.
Well, it is them that publish it, right?
I do think so.
Where did we read it again?
I think we read it on the Viz app.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Unless it's one of the ones we have. No, it might be Manga Plus.
Oh, yeah, that could be it.
So maybe Shonen Jump acquired it now? Have you... I didn't text you Sunday, but have you read more Centuria?
I have not. I forgot about it.
It's my fault. You told me to text you it. Yeah, Shueisha is published by Viz and serialized in the Shonen Jump Plus manga. That part might be just new. What is happening?
I don't know. What's happening?
No, my tab spazzed out. Yeah, it says it's Jump Plus.
Well, that would make sure why it's not on the Shonen app, because...
that is Jump Plus.
Because...
the app specifically is Jump Plus.
Yeah, I meant, I was thinking of like how Dandadan used to not be on the Shonen app because of the... What do you call it? The mature nature of it or whatever.
Yeah, I should check the Viz website. Like the way we used to read Dandadan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it's Viz Manga. I'm pretty sure. Let me open this app.
No, because that app is where we read manga.
You're right, it is.
I think that's all. The only thing we read there.
It's Manga Plus, yeah, you're right. New version. Gotta update the app. Updates and updates. No thanks. Get the fuck out of here with this stupid promo bullshit. Perfecto. Yeah, no, I need to get back on the Centuria action.
Yeah, the website only has 4 chapters too. So yeah. I also need to get back on the Centuria action. I am in where I am is in between arcs for sure though. So it is kind of nice to let them build up for just a little bit.
Right. It's always the worst part of reading something weekly is at the start of an arc where it's like all set up and you're just like, oh, I want to just...
Or you catch up in the middle of an arc.
Yeah. Reading setup weekly is a bore.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that you want to binge so that you can just bang out 2 or 3 at a time and just get a full picture set up instead of just the tricklings, you know what I mean?
And we have 2 pretty much set up chapters too. One is setting up the next arc and goal. One was just my favorite trope, villain meeting.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like the fucking villain meetings bring me back to the days when we first met fucking the Akatsuki when they're all holograms.
Mm-hmm. The good shit. The Gote 13.
I watched a video today about Bleach and I'm so amped for fucking Core 2, man.
Yeah.
Or 4. Core 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Because I watched a video about the final fight between Yuha and Ichigo and friends. And I'm like, yeah, this needs work. So I'm really excited to see that. But that's at the end of the season, so this still...
That's going to get probably the most love.
Well, because they say, too, they're adding something like I mean, take this with a grain of salt, but I've heard this numerous times from numerous different people. They added something like 40 chapters worth of new content to Core 4.
Yeah, so...
Because literally the only thing... There's 2 fights left, and one of the fights is already half done.
Damn.
Because it's fucking... Oh, well, okay, so 2 fights are half done, and then there's a third fight. Which also briefly started, too, itself. Yeah, so all of the 3 fights they have left before the Yuha thing have already started in Core 3. So you got the Askin fight, which is Urahara, Yoruichi, and Grimjow versus this dude. And that's the furthest along fight. Like... Yoruichi's gonna go into her fucking god form or whatever and fight him, and then they're basically gonna beat that guy.
Ass mode. Gotcha.
Yeah. And Kisuke will use his Bankai too. But yes, ass mode. God of Thunder 3. And then there's Hashvault versus Uryu, but that fight is also like mostly done. And then it's the fucking... The gang versus the Miracle. We get to see Kenpachi's Bankai. And Hitsugaya's true Bankai. Fucking Hitsuga. I fucking loathe him. Everybody loves him. And I'm just like, get the fuck out of my face. Go away.
He's perfect.
Definitely not. I wouldn't say perfect.
Best captain. Didn't say strongest.
No.
I said best.
No. Ukitake and Shinshui both clear that.
No.
Yeah.
Kenpachi
is also...
Hitsugaya greater than Coughing Baby. I'll say that much.
Ukitake is extremely supportive of his subordinates.
Fair. Hitsugaya is pretty supportive of Rangiku. Hey. I don't know any other subordinates.
It's literally just her. Kenpachi is also a great captain because he just fits what the 11th squad is so quintessentially,
yeah.
And he's just like perfect for that
I
squad.
mean, to be fair, Soifon's perfect for her squad too.
Yeah, but doesn't
make her any better.
I love Soifon so much aesthetically. She
looks
so cool.
So much conceptually.
Yes, but she sucks.
The plot
so much.
Soifon
oh my god,
so
hard. So hard.
I get the feeling Kubo doesn't like Soifon.
I kind of agree, but then at the same time, I feel like if he didn't, he might have like killed her off.
Yeah, fair. He's just neutral on her.
Yeah, and she does like nothing for the rest of the arc. I think. I mean, did she even come up to the royal palace with everyone else? I don't think she did. I think she stayed behind.
Oh, they didn't need her rocket launcher arms?
No. Single shot rocket launcher. Arm.
Wannabe Death the Kid.
Yeah.
Speaking of Soul Eater Brotherhood.
Yeah, she was left in the Soul Society.
Protect home for us, Soifon. It's a big job. We can only trust to you.
Yeah, because literally everybody else went.
Komamura?
Well, he didn't go because he got fucked up.
Damn.
He won his fight, but he got fucked up, so he was injured. Yeah, every other captain went up with Ichigo's group to where Yuhabak is. Yuhabaha. That's the one thing that's just so funny. It's like we go to the royal palace to train. Oh no, the Serete is being invaded again. Ichigo goes back to the Serete to defend. He's there for 2 minutes. For Yuha Bak takes the opportunity to go to the royal palace. Now Ichigo must go back up to the royal palace to fight Yuha Bak. Oh no, he loses. Yuha Bak now comes back to the Soul Society to finish his job. Oh no, Ichigo has to go back down to the Serete to fight him for the final time. Fucking Ichigo is just running back and forth the whole
It's literally
fucking
just Dark Souls fucking run backs.
Yes. Literally. I do hope that they keep the that though when Yuha comes back to Serete, because like that's one of the big meme, well, not even a meme, it's just fucking an epic moment, is when he does come back. Fucking he walks in and his Aizen's sitting in his chair right in front of him, and he says, "Welcome to my Soul Society." And that line, "Yokozo, my Soul Society," and it's just like, the whole Bleach fandom like goes, you know.
They all cream their pants simultaneously.
Aizen's Japanese voice actor is, mwah. Cream of the crop. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, I hope that scene is still in it. But I want just a little more. Like, the guy, the video I watched today explained it pretty well. I was like, I get it. I see what happened. But I'd really rather it be something else. Because that's literally all it is. He comes down there, and of all people, it's Ichigo and Aizen and Renji.
Renji's just that guy.
He's there. It's the three of them versus Yuha in the final fight.
Renji is always just there, to be fair.
Yeah. He is a true bro.
He's a true bro. He takes a hit for his bros.
Another one that is aesthetically fire.
Yes.
But just...
That's as far as it goes.
Cannot be allowed to be cool.
0W, man. Potential man. That's what they call Megumi.
Which is hilarious, too, because, like, he's stronger than some of the other captains. 100%.
Not my boy.
No, I don't think he could beat Hitsugaya. Definitely beats Soifon.
Yeah.
Definitely beats Komomaru. Definitely beats...
Sad, but yeah.
Definitely beats Rukia, because she becomes a captain. Definitely beats the Issei or whatever her name is, the gray haired girl that was with Unohana all the time, the medical ninja.
Oh, is she the new captain?
She replaces her. It's definitely stronger than
her. No aura.
Zero
aura.
Zero aura.
In a show where aura is life. Does not beat Shinsui.
No. I'd say Shinsi, Byakuya, Hitsugaya, and Kenpachi are stronger than Renji. I don't know.
And Mayuri. Well, you don't have to say stronger. It's just that Renji would never in a million years beat Mayuri. You could run that simulation 1 million times. I don't think Renji comes out a winner.
Strategically,
I think about him trying to do the fireball thing. The incantation.
Shaka Ha!
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, no.
He ain't touching Mayuri.
He's definitely not.
If he is, he loses that hand. I don't even like Mayuri.
He wouldn't lose the hand in the sense that you'd think it would get cut off. It would probably melt off.
Yeah, it would dissolve.
Yeah, he probably fucking, like, pricked his finger on some new acid that
just
melts skin.
Drops dead, like 2 minutes later.
Yeah. Because Renji gets all these fucking crazy... fucking upgrades, because he comes back
just to lose.
Because Master Masculine fights Kensei and Rose, who are visored captains, and Master Masculine bodies both of them. Then Renji shows up and he bodies Master Masculine. So it's like,
I do have to say, it is kind of bullshit to pull a you didn't know my true name just to give Renji an actual relevant Bankai.
It's more that it was evolved.
I like that more.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's true name. It's more that it was... It's kind of like how you fight Byakuya and he's like... Senbon Saga
Or you fight...
And then, you fight Byakuya a little bit more, and then he does the one move, the one time in the series, you never see it again, when he uses the white wings mode.
Yeah.
It's that.
It's like fighting Genryusai, and he says another word, and you get another world-breaking ability.
Yeah, another direction.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like that. It's not, it's the same thing, because same thing with Ichigo. Ichigo gets a quote-unquote new Bankai, but still Tensa Zangetsu. It's not a new name. But in Ichigo's case, it's 100%.
Yeah.
You
did
know
not know my name.
My true power, yes. You knew my name, but you didn't know who it belonged to. You were given Zangetsu.
Say my name.
To your Quincy powers.
Zangetsu.
Not
You're
to
damn right.
Yeah, damn right it is. Which is kind of weird, though, because when you think about it, Ichigo should have a third inner personality. Because all of, like you've seen Renji's little monkey thing, chimera thing.
No.
You have, but you just don't
remember. I don't remember. It's about Renji. I probably deleted it from the database.
We mainly only ever see Zangetsu, but every Zanpakuto has that inner spirit thing that they communicate with.
Yeah.
And it has a vision. There was that fucking filler arc that all of them materialized in the real world. It was a fire filler arc. I'm not even going to lie.
I probably watched it.
Bleach's filler arcs were actually really interesting. Yes, mate. There were too many of them.
I don't remember a single scene from the Bount arc. Truly memory hold for my brain, and I liked it back then.
Neither do I, but it's mostly because it's been 15 years since I watched it.
You never rewatched the Bount arc?
No. Can't say that.
You fake fan.
But it's just like Naruto's filler arcs are like, we're just gonna come up with a random excuse for all these characters to interact. Bleach's filler arcs are like, let's come up with a cool concept and just throw cool fights.
Yeah, because they do cool plots. Naruto does 50 single episode up to 2 episode plot lines back to back to back to back. Yeah. It's not like you get a Bount arc. You get, Rock Lee ate the spicy ramen, and for some reason that made him drunk again. It's the fumes.
Yeah.
Because the one time when they threw filler in the middle of arcs, it wasn't so bad. The mask under a mask, stuff like that.
That episode is so fucking long. I think it's episode 100 or 101. But yeah, when they try and see Kakashi's face.
When they actually break up the
you know why content. I like that filler? Because it's like the Code Geass filler. It's character building. Mm-hmm. And it not only is it character building, but it shows the relationship of Team 7 building and brings more nuance and more reactions to when Sasuke leaves, instead of just being like, oh, these people just met 2 days ago. It's like, no, they had interactions and
they were actually friends.
Yes.
But then it gets to the part where at the end of Naruto season 1, where you get like 50 to 70 filler episodes that aren't a plot line.
I kind of get that in the sense, but I hate it. But it's like, because Naruto ended and they were waiting for Shippuden.
I get why it happened. It's just wasn't good. I wish it was like the Bount arc, where it was like had a more actual storyline instead of getting one shitty episode with Kiba's team, or one shitty episode of Rock Lee eating the ramen and being drunk for some reason.
Actual overarching plot that takes place.
Yeah, because I actually got through the Bount arc fine. I liked it. They all had Germany names.
Yeah, and then the fucking Sternator just did it better.
Yeah. Kind of showed them up there. Also, yeah, I've been flipping through the Metaphor manga. I didn't know it had a manga, but I was looking through Manga Plus.
I also didn't know it had a manga. But anyway,
that's pretty good.
Every Zanbakuto has an inner spirit. Just like how we see Zangetsu, and he's, the dude with glasses. But the thing is, that Zangetsu that we always see That's Yuhabak.
Yuha Baha?
Yeah, that's Yuha. That's his. That's Ichigo's personification of his Quincy powers.
We've seen the personification of his hollow
Zangas.
powers.
And then white is his hollow powers, yes.
So we haven't actually seen his Zanpakuto.
But white is his Zanpakuto.
But it's his hollow powers.
Yeah, white's yeah. So there should be a third, but there's not.
It needs another retcon.
Right. Oh well, either way, I can't wait. They even say we're going to meet a new character, which doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, why do that? We're in the last literal quarter of the last season.
The only way that I can see that working is if it's something about Rayo's backstory, the Soul King.
Oh, that makes sense.
So if it's but we've seen a chunk of it, I think. I don't know if there's more of it, because we did see some of it in Core 3. I don't know if there's more to show, and they might still show more of it, and maybe it has to do with him, or it's some just like attendant of the rogue area. Because what are you gonna do? Introduce a new Stern Rider or Quincy? No, a new.
Just to give Chad a fight. Chad came up here with us.
Unless they're talking that the last episode's gonna introduce something like a new character towards the end, but I don't know about that. Because we already see Ichigo's son and Rukia's daughter talk to each other. And that's like the very last...
Who did Rukia end up having a kid with?
Take a wild guess.
Renji.
Yes.
God damn it, he doesn't deserve it.
They kind of do, though, when you look at their backstories, too, though. They've been together since they were kids.
Meh.
Yeah, it was there.
Sorry, I am a prime, I know it's not the popular one, but I'm a prime Ichigo Rukia shipper. Odahime could go eat rocks.
No, because you've been on my side before. It's like the whole entire story always shows Ichigo and Odahime as that, and Ichigo and Rukia as a brother-sister relationship.
It's true, but I like it better.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. Odahime is better for Ichigo.
No, bring Ulquiorra back and let them...
Nah. If you can bring back in a spot, I'll bring back Stark.
I mean, he deserved more content, that's for sure. If it was based on making sure they get the screen time they deserve, it would be Stark. If it's bring back the OG, it's gotta be Ulquiorra.
Nah, OG Yami, man.
I would take Ulquiorra over Grimmjow, but that wouldn't happen.
No, because Grimmjow's still alive.
Yeah.
And Grimmjow's in this.
Well, that's what I meant. I wish they were swapped in that role.
I wish that we saw more. Hopefully we see... Well, we probably won't. Because, again, the Askin fight's almost over. Because the only thing that Grimmjow does... Askin does something where it's like there's a bubble... There's something that Grimmjow had to be outside of a bubble for.
Domain expansion.
Kind of. It was more like an area of effect or kind of... Yeah, whatever.
Yoiki Tenkai.
And... Kisuke did something, and fucking Grimmjow just blitzes in there, and legit just, like, with one move, just rips Askin's heart right out and crushes it in front of him. And
Stark could have done that with his pistols.
Could have, yes. And that's how that's, boom, that's all we see of Grimmjow fighting. Which sucks, because Grimmjow's been training this whole time, and Grimmjow in the series, like in the 1,000 Year Blood War arc, is probably stronger than any of the other Espada.
That's it. Grimmjow Odahime.
Never. He did save her that one time from getting from those that other girl. When he blasted, when he decided to kick a hole in a wall next to an open door.
Yes.
Glorious.
Prime
Grimmjow. Not because Grimjaw hints at that he may have a second release like Ukiola did at this point, and I want to see it, but we probably
I wonder if
won't.
he gets more furry.
He was pretty furry.
He was pretty. That's what I mean. Does it just go like full on? Is this Maybe. Animorphs?
Because it's like, do you know what? Fucking Urkiola's first release is ass.
I need to see it again, actually.
It's like he just grows wings and his clothing becomes like this long dress. But then that second release, when he's all like a
oh, wow. The first one was the one you were talking about. That is pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's like Kubo literally wrote in second release because he was like, shit, I did not cook with that one. I gotta do better. And then he did.
Yeah.
And he got furrier. I see where you were leading with this.
Yeah. But Grimjaw's...
Those are not normal feet.
No, they're not.
They sure aren't.
They're bat feet.
Also, his Funko Pop's not bad for a Funko Pop.
Yeah, because all of this Spada, except for Baragon, are some form of twisted animal. Baragon's just the badass skeleton.
Yeah.
Also done dirty.
Yes. He did come to mind earlier when I was saying, like, wasted potential.
Because the only people that he ties up is Soifon, of all people. And
oh no, Soifon can't get back to the other fights. And, whatever will we do?
Yeah, and Hachi. And I will say, Hachi's way of defeating Baragon is genius, turning his own power against him. But I have another problem that would be solved. So first off, you put Hitsugaya versus Haribel. And Hitsugaya struggles with that, and he needs the help of 2 Vizards to beat Haribel. And then even at that, they don't beat her. She's the only of the 3 Espada that are not beaten by the Soul Reapers. She's taken out by Aizen. Aizen's like, okay, we're done here. And he cuts her in half. And then, of course, because of that, she's the only one that doesn't die. She lives into the 1,000-Year Blood War. Nice. But, so instead, make the top 3, because the top 3 they do showcase more. I just think that because of where Arukiola's fight is, the dreariness of it, and the despair that happens in the fight with Ichigo, and that it's against the MC and the build-up. Arukiola's display,
the vague romantic tension between him and Urihime
is just like so badass, and it's in a darker setting. Whereas when you fight all the other Spada, it's like high.
MHA season 4, blue sky.
It's just blue skies and stuff. But the top 3 are just in the class of their own, because like just Ichigo beat Urukiola, just Ichigo beat Grimjaw, just Kenpachi beat Noitora, just Byakuya beat the 7th dude whose name I don't care about, just Mayu beat the other guy. One captain, one thing. Fucking Haribel fights Hitsugaya and 2 Vizards, who are vice captains that are amped, so that they're stronger vice captains. And she doesn't get defeated by those individuals. So you put Soifon over there with that fight. It raises Haribel even more to raise the stakes.
Does it? If you put Soifon over there, does it change anything?
No. Soifon's just, her capabilities just are mismatched for the series.
No, and also, I see what you're saying too, because it's also very mismatched for the guy who is a poison cloud.
Yes. And we'll come back to Baragon. But then Stark, I think that Stark should have, like... I personally, just because of my bias or whatever, but like I love that when Arukiula goes to his second release, his spiritual pressure in the air is so thick, it's like rain. And when Ryu and Orihime are coming up, they just feel the wave of it, and it's like super intense. But like when any of the top three spotted do that, it's like nobody's like, oh wow. I mean, Kyoraku suddenly, they're both goofing off, but as soon as that happened, Kyoraku locks in for the rest of the fight. He's like, okay, I'm locked in. But no one over here was like, holy shit, that's the first to spot it.
It sure wasn't raining.
Strong. Yeah. But at the same time, I can't complain too much, because Stark, for the two most experienced and eldest captains aside from Yamamoto, and Ugatake and Stark, and beat both of them. Just straight up beat them. And then two other Visors came in, Love and... Is it Rose? So Love and... Yeah, I think Love and Rose come in, also going full out with visor masks and everything. Visors don't use their masks against the Stern Ritter, but they go all out, and then he beats them, and they were captains too. So he just flat out beats 4 captains before Shinsui gets back up and into the fight. And the whole time, the other girl part of Stark is saying how he's holding back the whole time, that he doesn't get serious, and he never fights seriously. Never locked in. Until the very end when he thinks she died, but then gets tricked because he's fighting Shinsui, who's like his fighting style is super weird and hard to get used to. So I think Stark's portrayal is okay. I wish that when he transformed, I think there should have been like a oh god
shit moment, the number one.
Yeah. And then I think Yamamoto should have fought Baragon.
I mean, far as matchups, that makes total sense.
Because Baragon was the king of Hueco Mundo when Aizen got there. Stark was the lone wolf out there who was the true Stark.
I do think it's a mismatch power-wise. I do think he would just mop the absolute shit out of Baragon.
He would, based on what Baragon's portrayal in the series was. But I think if you elevate Baragon, because I think, first off, the fact that they don't even talk to each other is a sin. Because you got Yamamoto, who's been the head captain of the Gote 13 for 1,000 years. And then you have Baragon, who's the head hollow, basically. He was the king of Hueco Mundo.
For that tenor.
For maybe 1,000 years, too. Who knows? And they don't know each other based on, like,
instead, it's Soifon.
Yeah, instead it's Soifon. So, because I don't like how Aizen dealt with Yamamoto, the Wonder Wise bullshit.
Yeah.
I get it. You turned Yamamoto's own power against him, but it was the Gojo effect. Yamamoto is too strong, and even Aizen says it. She's like, if I fight you straight on, I would lose.
Yeah, why would I do that?
So I think if you put Yamamoto versus Baragon in...
And I don't even think that's really true in the sense that he already released his Shikai against Yamamoto.
Well, it didn't work anyway because Yamamoto foreshadowed the weakness of Kyotan Seiketsu when he stabbed Yamamoto through the stomach, and he just grabbed his wrist and was like, you think I'm going to mistake the spiritual pressure of the Zanpakuto toe in my gut? It's like, I know this is you. And that's when Aizen was like, oh shit, and that's when he was going to fucking end it there.
It's a pretty shitty weakness.
Yeah, but
if you don't die when I stab you for free,
you're
gonna get a good hit on me. Just don't stab.
Slice.
Lop their head off.
Yeah. Which is, to be fair, is what he does every other time. It's the only time
he learns.
Yeah. But I think if you just had Baragon stalling Yamamoto, because Yamamoto can't use Bankai.
Yeah.
It's just
would
not
destroy the human
area.
world.
Yeah, because they are in the human world.
Yeah.
So that's a definite no-no. So just that be the stall, and then Aizen goes, and while he's fighting him, you could still have Yamamoto
you
win.
You have Soifon there to react.
Yeah. You could still have Yamamoto win, it's just it takes him longer because he's limited to just Shikai.
I still think that's actually not even a problem, really. His moveset against Baragon is just perfect. Just fucking blast him.
Yeah, just long-range fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Soifon use her Bankai?
She did.
She has to, because she can't use her Chikai in that fight. There's no way.
She tried to, and she lost her hand. She had to have her vice captain cut it off. She couldn't even cut it off because she's got the finger blade. She couldn't. She couldn't cut off.
Should I stab myself twice in the same spot?
So yeah,
I'm surprised they didn't have her stab herself for a power up or something. Such an anime trope.
It is, right?
I think a Kame.
I just think that she would have been able to showcase more against Haribel, because Haribel's sword was more of a blunt object too.
She would have, dare I say, been able to showcase more against Stark, at least in a gigantic L. But she could at least like do some ninja trickery, dodging some bullets and getting close, and then getting swatted away like the fly that she is.
True.
But the man who could just generate poison smoke. The biggest counter that could exist to soy smoke.
Yes, not poison smoke, decay in essence. It touches you and whatever, it starts decaying.
I see why you would want to swap Hitsugaya there, because he's also a very good natural counter to that.
I think Hitsugaya just loses that too.
He probably does, but it's better than Soifon.
I don't think anyone other than Yamamoto had an answer to that without Hachi being there. Because Hachi did that. What he did. Do you know how he beat him?
No.
Do you remember? So Hachi got infected with the thing. So his hand was getting the thing. So he put a keto spell over it, like a cube, to like freeze it. To not freeze like ice, like time freeze it to stop it for a minute. Just to slow down the process. So what he did was he hit his arm and he used that keto to cut his own arm off and then teleport his hand inside of Baragon's chesticle, because he's a skeleton, and then he released the keto, and Respera spread into Baragon, so his own ability killed him.
That kind of sucks. You're a skeleton man.
Yeah. Well, because its skin and bone, it just all disintegrates. It's Respira's like
no, I'm more saying like you already got it all over yourself. You generate it, and you're a skeleton man.
Yeah.
You can't tell me it's like, oh well, it's nice and gooey in there. No, you're a skeleton man.
Yeah, so it still doesn't even make sense why his ability that he's like breathing out of his mouth.
Yeah, it's already inside you.
I think it was more Kubo's like, fuck.
Shit, I made him too awesome.
I'm still saving Yamamoto.
I still think he could have written that Hitsugaya could freeze him.
I'm sure he could. And, like, I think you could team up with them if you could... Because Hitsugaya could,
freeze him and then blast him with food.
Like, you freeze a limb or whatever so he's stuck in place and someone just, like, flash step cuts, you know what I mean? And
probably make some ice barriers to defend against it, too.
Yeah. That'd be a great thing, yeah.
Yeah, I think he would have been 1,000-fold more useful.
However, he's also, like, the perfect counter to Haribel because she uses water and he
Ooh, you brought water to an ice fight.
Yeah, but at the same time you brought frozen water to me. And, and so they kind of like go back and forth like that.
Like tennis.
Yeah, so she throws water at him, he freezes it. She throws ice at him, she turns it to water and throws it back at him. So
it's like two water benders fighting.
Yeah, basically. They're in the ocean splash fighting each other. But that's why I think too that ultimately I think Haribel would have won because she had the upper hand, like physically, spiritual pressure wise. I think Haribel had the upper hand, and technique wise, they just kind of counteracted each other. And his guy used his most powerful attack on her, and it took her out for a minute. He froze her solid in this huge cone. Soifon used her Bankai on him, and he was stuck in a cloud of smoke. And then Stark is over here and be like, fuck. Both of them have been taken out. What do I do? Do I get serious? He still hadn't released his shit yet. And that's when Wonderwise and the big fucking monster come in. And big monster blows the fucking smoke away, and Baragon's like, yo, I'm unscathed from your Baragon, you suck. And
the wind blew away any evidence you even used it.
Yeah, and then Wonder Eye screams high-pitchedly and it cracks the ice, and then Harabel just kind of steps out of it, unscathed by your ice.
Stark is like, I'm unscathed by this excitement.
He takes 3 hits in, like, the entire fight.
Oof.
Yeah. I wish he lived, because he was a great character, and he was, like, this same person as Shinsui. They were so, both of them, like, super strong, but super laid back, kind of would prefer not to fight.
They probably could have recruited this man at this point.
All he wanted was friends in the first place.
Oh, you definitely could have recruited this man.
That's why he was there, because his whole thing was he was so strong that other Hollows died by being in his presence. So he split himself in 2 to make Lilionette so that he would have a friend. And then Aizen rolled up and he was like, oh, sweet. Some dude that doesn't die in my presence. And that's it.
It's kind of a dick, but it's somebody.
Kinda, but like he always just let Stark do whatever he wanted. Stark was always sleeping every time we see him. He was just chilling. And then you see him anytime he's in the meeting with all the espadas, Stark's feet are on the table.
I feel like Aizen just kind of got the sense, like, it's not going to do anything even if I tell him to.
Yeah, and everyone else was, like, hyper respectful to Aizen and stuff, but then you look over there and he's, like, kicking his feet up. You know? So I don't think he was ever... I don't know, I think that the same thing, though. I think that Kubo fucked there, too, that... I think he should have made it so that Kyoka Suegetsu is the reason he got the spot on his side instead of...
Or maybe at least some of them.
Yeah, because...
Maybe, like, different
Baragon in them, and because I think they made Shinigami...
I kind of like him dropping his dick on Baragon, though. I didn't mind that for him.
Yeah, because that's what Tosin says. They all follow him because he's strong. And I'm like, I think they made Shinigami Aizen too strong. It makes sense that Hoyoku infused Aizen would be really fucking strong.
Maybe if the transformation started showing sooner and he was already, like, looking a little weirder.
Yeah, but he doesn't start fusing with the Hoyoku until after he captures Orihime. Because he makes Orihime use her abilities to revert it back to what the fuckery that Kisuke did to it. And then once it's there, then he can...
They should have unwrote that and just made it a slow process.
Yes. So that then the top Espada...
Because we also still have to mind you, this is all Shikai Aizen too. Not even just Shinigami. No Bankai. Never using Bankai.
Never. I don't think Bankai would... I don't think you should ever give a Bankai to Aizen.
I think you should retcon and make it so that this has always been his Bankai. That's how powerful it is.
Yeah.
His bullshit excuse that he told them earlier should have been his actual Shikai. And it just not matter because he never uses it.
What I don't get is why he never showed it to Ichigo.
I know, that's so dumb.
Because even in that... When
even if you didn't want to use it, wouldn't you still at least fulfill the condition to be able to use it?
It's just
in case.
I literally think it's just watching the release of it.
But that's what I mean. Like, even if he was like, I'm not doing it because I don't want to win that way this time. Wouldn't you at least do it and then just not use the ability while you're fighting him? At least set it up so that if you need to, you can.
Because there's that whole part of like, part of Aizen wanted to lose.
How long has he wanted to lose to Ichigo like this?
Well, it's not. Well, first off, the Aizen thing is explained that what he was doing to Ichigo was he wanted to try and make somebody on his equal playing field. And then it's more like, I think what it was is because the reason Aizen lost to Mugetsu is not because Mugetsu was strong enough to take him out with Kisuke's sealing thing. It was because some part of Aizen wanted to lose. And I think it's like a competitive nature. You know, part of you wants to win, but some of you wants to lose a little bit to push yourself or whatever. And the Hoyaku saw that part of Aizen wanted to lose.
Does he want his experiment to succeed?
Yeah, so it didn't evolve him again because he was starting to. Like he got back up after Mugetsu, and he would have won.
Must have wanted to lose for a long time to not use that on him.
Well, because the thing is, when Ichigo shows up to the fake Karakura town after all the Espada have been dealt with and all this stuff, Aizen's standing over there, right? All of the captains and vice captains that are there all flashed up in front of Ichigo. And they say to him, we will not allow... We won't let him... we won't let
That's neat. I do like that.
We won't let you see his Shikai because you're our only hope type thing. And then they go all fight him. And Ichigo stands over there. And then he's like, what are you doing? And that's when he uses the ability against everyone else. But I'm like, okay, everyone else is under the effect. Except Ichigo. So you could be standing 50 feet over
my
there.
very first thought was they all come to block Aizen and he's actually right over here in Ichigo's perception. Like, yeah. Thanks, guys.
And Ichigo can see him over there. And he's like, what are you guys doing? Aizen's over there. And he turns and looks at Aizen. It takes 3 seconds to release a sword now. Unless Aizen, it's some kind of huge 5-minute process.
Under the sea and waves, the golden god roars and shines. Speak not unto the moon.
Right?
It's like a 20-minute incantation.
Maybe that's what it is.
That'd be hilarious with the explanation he gave them before where he just makes like misty illusions. Get ready for this 20-minute incantation for some misty illusions.
It's like a whole 3-part act, kind of like how Shinsui's Bankai is the 3 acts. It's like a whole 3-act play.
Yeah, he whips it like this, and everyone's just like, yes. Act 2! The Shogun roars!
Well, because from my understanding, when they said the main number of people that he got it on in Serete is because he used to put on events and shows where he would showcase his water-style Zanpakuto, which is what everyone thought it was, because he was releasing it and showing it to everybody.
It should have. You know what? It really should have had to balance it. A fucking time limit, and then he just has to re-release it in front of people again. Then it'd have counterplay. Get him to not release his blade in my 2 seconds of lucidness.
Yeah, I think that Kubo is too liberal at killing bad guys that should have lived. Because Bleach, you can
say... How does Renji have his No, this is my problem with it, is how does Renji Shikai if Aizen Shikai is Aizen Shikai?
Right. Renji Shikai gets ripped in half, daily.
Ichigo contested with it before he even knew anything.
Yeah.
And then this man rolls up with permanent, lifelong hypnosis.
Crazy, right?
And then I go back to Ikkaku.
His sword turns into a spear.
Ooh.
That detaches in 2 places.
Shunsui has 2 swords.
Well, Shinsui's fucking Shikai is kind of crazy too.
Is it?
He beat the first Espada with 1 technique.
Damn.
Which, because it's the last game that they play together. If Shinsui's thing it's a colors game, so how do I explain this? So you go to attack each other and you call it a color. I'm attacking you and I hit you with a color. It's a potential that I could fucking swing my super awesome sword right at your neck, which would cut your head off and it would do no damage to you. Because the color I said had nothing. So, this Udi betrays me. Samu Udi was just gray. And I called out red. I'm not wearing any red. There's no red on me.
Yeah.
It would be if I was bleeding or something. But say I call out red. And I go to swing to you. The risk ratio for me is low. But the risk ratio for you, red, is high. So if you hit me with an attack and you said red, it would be devastating against me. But if I said red and attacked you, you'd be fine. So Shinsui takes off his captain's cloak and he says black. He's covered in black.
Yeah.
And he hits on Stark's hollow hole that's black. And it kills him. That's what it is. So it's a colors game. And Stark picks it up quick and he goes and he fucks up.
I feel like having a pistol is really good for a game like that.
Yeah, a pistol that shoots
white.
A pistol that shoots fucking Sero, soul-infused Seros.
Yeah. Damn.
That's before the soul wolves that are fucking homing ballistic and missile explosions.
Soul wolves is exactly the kind of power I like.
Yeah. Because Stark's main power is the splitting of his soul. He can split it up and detonate and shit, and it just does catastrophic damage. But yeah,
as it should for the cost.
Kyoraku's Shikai is pretty busted. So that's. But most people's Shikai is just it changes shape now. It changes shape and it does like
it makes your thing more heavy.
That one's dope though.
I love Kira's sword.
He should have died though.
Yeah.
I've shown you that picture.
Yeah.
But I think another character, I mean, it's just the way he died, man. I get it that he should have died. Makes sense, but I wanted Gin to live a little bit longer. I think him and Matsumoto should have had something together.
Big sad.
Because Gin would have fucking murked Aizen if it wasn't for the Horyaku. If Aizen didn't have it long enough. If he didn't go through enough stages.
Yeah.
Gin waited too long.
Yeah, he could have pulled it off earlier.
Because at any other stage, I think he would do it. Because he takes the Horyaku from Aizen. He rips it out of his chest afterwards and runs away. But the effect was already in Aizen, so he was able to bring him back to life or whatever through Gin's Bankai. But if he was one transformation lower, I think Gin kills Aizen right there. But nope. Instead, Gin dies and Matsumoto cries. And he opens his eyes.
Yeah.
And looks at Ichigo. But yeah, no, Bleach. I love Bleach, but I think there's certain things that if they were just expanded, it would have just been so much better. Like, I like some ideas. They're like half ideas. And it's like, oh, dude, if it just like, you just went like 2 more pages with that one idea, it would have been fucking...
That or think a little bit longer about some of the ideas, like putting Siphon against Baragon.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Or the Zero spot of bullshit with Yami.
The Night of Zero, a night above all other nights.
Yep.
Come on, I made a pretty good argument for Yami. No.
Fuck him.
A meaningless title.
Yes, because he's killed off screen.
Yeah.
And
he was lame.
He was lame. He got massive. He just grew in super size against the 2 worst possible opponents to be massive.
Was one of them Byakuya?
Yes.
I already...
And the other one's Kenpachi.
That's the literal 2 people who came to mind. And I don't know that fight.
Because it doesn't happen. You see it on page, he turns into the giant monster, and he's like, "Rawr! Actually, the Zero Espada," and Kenpachi and Byakuya are just looking at him, and then it goes away and does other things. The next time you see him, he's on the ground, dead.
Fair. That's exactly how that should go.
Dead. And the 2 of them have 0 new wounds.
Immediately, thinking of Byakuya at that moment, I just think of Roy Mustang. You just gave me a bigger target.
Right?
Melts out her eyes.
Like, his Bankai is going to shred you.
Yeah.
And Kenpachi's just going to laugh at you while he cuts your legs off.
You're going to be breathing in those goddamn pedals.
Oof.
Yeah.
I still thoroughly enjoy Bleach, though, even with those gripes. But, I mean, you can take any series, and you can be like, oh, I wish if it was this way or this way, it'd be better. But it's like, yeah.
Not Bakuno. Not Bakuno.
Well, I mean, there's certain ones, obviously. Like, I don't think, like, Angel Beats, I don't think there's any. I mean, it's, what are you going to do? Be like, oh, it could have been funnier? It's like, no, it was fucking hilarious.
I wouldn't change a single thing about Code Geass either. I'm not saying it's literally perfect, but I still wouldn't change anything.
I would. You know what I would change? You know, in the first episode, when Suzaku and Lelouch meet again in the train with C2's in the container, and then all the military dudes come up, and they shoot Suzaku in, like, the back, I would have shot him in the head.
All done.
Yeah. They shoot him in, like, first off, where did they shoot him? Because, like, it looks like
it looked like it was, like, in the kidney.
Yeah, you would die. Because your liver is over there.
And then somehow his locket was there. Or it was like some sort of like a pocket watch or something.
Oh, yeah, it was something stupid.
It was like something from his father.
Yeah. And I'm like, really? Because...
No, it would have been better if he got a Geass power right there, too.
Though, I think Suzaku needed to be there because without Suzaku, Lelouch loses in a more devastating way. Because Suzaku captures him and brings him to the Emperor, and the Emperor uses him to get C2. But the way the Black Knights are going, now that I rewatch it too and I'm looking at it, I'm like, dude, the Black Knights had zero chance of beating Britannia.
Yeah, to be fair, two sides to this. To be fair, on your side of this one, yeah, the moment he walked away, all his plans are still in place. Like, the chain of... Yeah, Ogi got shot. Oh, no, Ogi!
What would Lelouch's presence at... What was that, Kyoto? Or
Tokyo.
Tokyo settlement?
Yeah, it's the Tokyo settlement.
Nothing changes.
Yeah, literally, it's the moment he leaves, he puts Toto in charge, and Ogi was shot in that moment.
Because another thing that I forget too,
and they're immediately overpowered.
Schneisel was on his way there too.
Yes.
As reinforcements.
And they were immediately overpowered.
Yeah.
Here's the other side of the argument now that just came to my mind. He took the giant laser beams away. Like, right before he fights Cornelia and leaves, the first he does, he goes up to the sky, sees a sky full of bombers, helicopters, and planes, and goes, boop! And they're all gone. Like 100 men.
Shinkido was just fucking...
And then he leaves.
Yeah.
So you took the giant laser beams away with you. That's a pretty big hit.
I still think... So even if they do win that, though, Schneisel was on his way. I think then they just be like, they focus hard on...
That's where he needed him even more, because then you could just blast whatever vehicles Schneisel's on his way with.
Say they do win that against the Cornelia thing, which they might have. I think Britannia just reinvades. I don't think they hold Japan.
God forbid if they have the Knights of the Round already, which I do want to question. This really rang in my mind.
Were they all of R1?
Yes. Because the Lancelot's the first 7th generation Nightmare frame. They say it. They say it out loud. And proud and happy. Where did the other Knights of the Round have these advanced nightmares then? Or was that part of the time skip?
I don't know.
Either way, they're still probably at that station and really good with nightmare frames.
Yeah, because what's a 6th generation Nightmare? Because
the Sutherlands.
There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way that's the gap between 6 and 7.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
We go from Sutherlands to Lancelot.
That's wild.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm like, so I don't think the Knights of the Round probably had their special nightmares. Because also, when we see Gwaine the first time, the beams aren't even finished. They don't have it converging. They're like scattershot.
Yeah, and that's also Schneisel's group, and Schneisel's group was the one that made... He's the... Lloyd answers to Schneisel. And
yeah.
It's his group that made the...
When we see the Mordred, she has a combination of 4 of those perfected laser beams. So she did have that when the Gwaine was being made.
True, but then what about the Galahad with fucking... Because he's like, behold,
the sword given to me by the Emperor himself!
Excalibur! You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like...
Though it doesn't look like a very advanced Nightmare frame, to be fair. Bismarck's?
No.
It's a really good sword, though. It's really cool.
Got fucking obliterated.
It doesn't look as advanced as, like, the Tristan. The one that turns into a spaceship.
Yeah, right. Fuck.
So I'm like, so they couldn't have had those then, but they existed. I doubt the Knights of the Round they couldn't have been, because when Suzaku brings them to the Emperor, he asked to be a Knight of the Round, so they clearly exist already. Mm-hmm. So that's at least like 7 experienced generals that would help reinvade.
Yeah.
To be fair, you'd have more support from like a unified Japan if you won. Possibly the Lancelot itself. Because, I mean, at that point, before it all went to shit, because it was part of it going to shit, the Lancelot was shut down.
Yeah, they had it at Ashford.
Yeah.
Because it was V2 they let him escape, right? Who? No.
No, the Ashford kids came out.
Yeah.
Suzaku comes out to save them. Finally, like, being like, okay, you can have it. I'm giving myself up. Lloyd comes and saves the day. He brings Schneissel's Avalon. And Cecile drops down and saves them.
And then they call
and then Nina comes up.
With the proto Flea.
Yeah. So that's how Suzaku got out of there.
Yeah, I don't know if he could have been killed. I think Schneisel coming in. I don't think he was ready to fight Schneisel yet. Because you don't have the Japanese Liberation Front.
Well, again, what does Schneisel really have? It's just more troops. And Excalibur.
I just think that...
Because the Avalon doesn't have... is already there in the battle, first of all. Schneisel's airship.
Was the time gap 2 years? Right?
I think so.
I just think the technology
the whole
difference
EU war happens in the time gap.
Yeah. I don't know.
And Gino, the pilot of the Tristan, mentions the EU war in R2. Really, really early on.
It's mentioned in R1 too. That Schneisel's already kind of like in the footholds of it, because he's the one that wins the EU war for Britannia, basically.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know what they really have to bring to the table. Because if they have the Lancelot and the Gurren at that point too. You know what the bigger thing is, though? If we're doing this alt timeline, you know what I really think would Lelouch staying? The fact that Jeremiah gets back up. Because Jeremiah follows them to Kamine Island. So no matter what alternate universe we're doing, Jeremiah gets back up from the first time he goes down. So if Lelouch stays, I think Jeremiah would have whooped his ass.
Well, he did whoop because he whooped
C2's ass. C2 had to commit suicide with him.
Yeah. That's
why I'm like, if Jeremiah gets back up in the middle of that war, he was tearing through these fuckers, man. They couldn't do shit to him. It was like when the Lancelot hit the scene in fucking episode 2.
All they had was the Gurren and the Shinkido.
And the 4 holy swords. Their swords are kind of like...
They're cool, but...
Those are like advanced units, I'd say.
They weren't flight enabled.
At that time. They weren't flight enabled. No, they're... And... That was really helping Jeremiah.
Jeremiah had to fight.
Fucking spin. Oh, you have spinning blades. Cool. My whole bot is a spinning blade.
So
I am spinning life or death formation.
That's what I mean too. Because what does Schneisel have? He has the Avalon. So he came in.
That's what I mean. The Avalon's already there too. Because Lloyd brings it in.
So because what I'm saying, if Lelouch stays, regardless of if Lelouch leaves or not, Suzaku gets freed.
Yeah, because Lloyd will bring the Avalon there, so to free Lelouch. Though, he has the best weapon against the Avalon.
True, but what I'm saying is now the Avalon can go fight these other things in the Lancelot and you got the Lancelot and Jeremiah versus Colin and Lelouch. So it really comes down to that fight.
Yeah.
Who wins that fight? And I think Jeremiah and Suzaku take it. Because at the time, the Gurren's like...
The Gurren gets a replacement arm before it even goes to like follow them, too.
Because Colin loses every single fight against Suzaku until the last one where they tie.
They kind of tie in their first fight with the Gurren. Where, like, I think she falls off the cliffside. Very specifically to conveniently let Suzaku live through that fight. Because man was gonna lose hard.
And fucking the Lelouch just straight loses to fucking Jeremiah.
Yeah, I think Jeremiah might be the single biggest problem.
So
on the same way Lelouch is for their forces, because you think of all the forces left behind too. It's like the Glaston Knights and some Sutherlands. If Lelouch was still there, just pepper them a little bit with those beams. That's their whole ground force gone. The Avalon having shields is like the other big thing, but again, just blast it long enough.
Well, again, once Lelouch left the battlefield, the morale dropped and they lost.
Yeah.
Lelouch falls on the battlefield, same thing. They lose morale.
Yeah.
They lose.
So if Jeremiah takes him out, yeah.
So I just think either way, even if Lelouch stays, they still end at the
No, I think the real way this all goes down if Lelouch stays, Nina nukes the Tokyo settlement.
If it worked.
Yes, if it worked.
That would be hilarious, though. Goodbye, Rivel. Goodbye, Millie.
Not only is the only one that lives because V2 whisked her away.
Honestly, though, if not only did die earlier in the series, it probably would have been good. Because look at the determination that Lelouch gained after he believed Nanali was dead.
Mm-hmm. Also, I do wonder what V2's plan for Lelouch was at all. Because his plan wasn't have his identity revealed. He didn't lead Suzaku and Colin there.
No, he did lead.
No, Cornelia led Suzaku there, and Colin got led by...
Because V2 told Suzaku that it was Lelouch.
Yeah, well, she told him... No, because he doesn't seem to know in that call before the collapsing of the Tokyo settlement. And he is surprised when he shoots the mask off. I think he just tells him what Gios is.
Maybe.
But that's why I'm also still wondering, like, what was V2's plan? I'm going to shoot Marianne's son. That's probably his plan. He was pretty shitty and shallow. Yeah.
Probably to finish what he started.
You're a wicked child.
Fuck, V2's just a shitty person.
I hate V2.
Yeah. Fuck him.
So Jeremiah is the ultimate Giga Chad.
Yes.
Got it.
Orange boy.
I like that version of the Siegfried more than the fat version of the Siegfried. The one that V2 brings out. And then they use later. It's cooler as a spinning top.
Yeah. Yeah, as more like a spheroid.
Yeah, it was kind of like boxy in the second version of it.
Mm-hmm. And it had a Sutherland inside of it.
Yes. Though that allowed for the greatest moment of all of Code Geass.
Yes. Commit it to memory. Commit to memory. Jeremiah Gutwall.
That reminded me of the second cheesiest line in all of Code Geass. I have no memory.
No memory. Could it be Geass?
We talked about the cheesiest line last time. I'm a soldier, Lelouch. Can you use that information?
Yeah, don't do it.
It hurts. It cringes. But yeah, I got both the Siegfrieds up. The good one. And the shit one.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Pokemon.
Although we said we'd talk about manga and then just got sidetracked on Bleach and Code Geass.
We did get through Kagurabachi at least.
True. You caught up to Dan.
I am.
there's more to say about it, but I think that you think based on what they said on the very last page of the newest chapter that Ocaron has some other powers that
I'm guessing so. I was really surprised it panned to him.
Well, I saw that because when they said that when they first got there and they're like, "We're here to get the thing of Pinocchio," and I'm like, Ocaron was just saying he was lying. I think it's him.
Yeah.
And then at the end
that made me wonder too. Obvious. It made me want to go back to when he first gets the Ogre Club to work. I wonder if he lied in that moment. Like if lying spikes his spiritual energy. Maybe. Because it made his thing get long.
It did. I still want his powers to come back with Granny because it's just too cool. It
was really cool and iconic. That's why when in Pando, I'm like, what are you talking about? And apparently Momos is called Alice in Wonderland. We learned that in the other chapter where they're giving the weird guy
we got her powers. The backstory and how we didn't know. I didn't know that her powers got taken. I just thought something happened with Mary, but no, her powers got stolen. She surrendered.
That was a really cool explanation that the girl hid among the priests. Though getting her to admit defeat in her consciousness somehow is pretty wild.
Also, though, I didn't know that Momos was a yokai power. So
me either.
I thought it was just spiritual ability. But you clearly see it in the dude's things. The hands are there.
It's wild.
Yeah, we'll talk about that guy. Saint Germain killed Smoker.
Yeah, still hilarious too. Right when
he gaslit the fuck out of him.
Right when they said Little Red Riding Hood too, I'm like, that guy's name's the Red Baron. Bye.
I could tell the whole time. I was like, dude, he is gaslighting the fuck out of both of these people right now.
Oh yeah.
It was hilarious.
Making the ultimate yokai.
For what though?
Yeah.
Because I thought Saint Germain was gaining these powers for himself. Now
same, with the special sword that uses said powers. And now it's unlocking the true power of the fairy tale card. And now all their names are named after fairy tales, which I do like. I like shit like that.
Yeah, true. What's the fairy tale cards that have to do with the power systems that were in the game?
No, that was the power that he ended up taking from the last monster in the game. Was the fairy tale card, the one that would like have pictures of like noses and stuff, and then boop, you don't have that anymore. So apparently each of those cards can be unlocked in some way.
You know what that reminds me of? The cards from Greed Island.
That makes me sad.
Why?
I hate the cards from Greed Island. Just over and over again. Return! The beginning of the final battle in Greed Island is like hilariously stupid. Just teleporting back and forth. We gotta make sure they use all their return cards. You know what my real problem with the cards in Greed Island is? They weren't as consequential as they were set up to be. I could have gone through that whole arc without those damn cards.
Yeah.
It could have just been the ones that get us rewards. Which are the only ones... Well, I guess Return ended up being the one that Gon picks anyways, because it's what he wants to get to Jin.
No, I thought he used the company. Because he brings...
There's two teleport cards. He picked one of the teleport cards.
Yeah, because Jin was like, if he uses Return and comes to me together, send him to me. But if he comes with somebody else, I don't want to face him with somebody else. Send him to him.
Yeah. So I guess they needed him, like, actual spell cards to be there, but man... They both sucked to explain and didn't end up meaning much.
Togashi, man, just fucking storyboard, man. Let someone draw it. Get the fucking...
Air these ideas out first.
Well, yeah, because it's just like the story needs to keep moving with all these hiatuses. He could just sit there and tell somebody, this is what the... just do the wording and storyboarding and stuff and tell people... what's happening, how you
definitely should be doing that now and just let someone else do the fucking manga.
Yeah, just let someone draw it for him while he does everything else.
You have this goddamn dark continent.
Get on to the dark continent. You're in the dark continent arc and you've been in it for 12 years and you haven't been on the dark continent yet.
Ugh. And it's bigger than all of the known world.
Gross.
Yeah. You've seen the map, right?
Yes, I've seen.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. What a fucking mad lad. Most people, it's a dark continent. This is like... The known world is the size of most series' dark continent. You made the dark world. Like, it's literally the rest of the planet. You are just the tiny island.
It's like Westeros.
I thought that too, because I've just watched a video about, like, the lesser known areas in Westeros, and how it has a dark continent.
Yeah, Valyria.
Yeah, the whole description of it actually made me think of Togashi's too. Like, horrible diseases,
you look at the Seven
creatures.
Kingdoms, it's like this big, and then Essos is fucking massive.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know where on the map Valyria was, but
it's like somewhere here, and then there's a dark continent south of both of this, which is like jungle.
Cool.
That no one lives through, like Togashi's. Which he even says it's like he even just like threw in like references to like things he likes in a lot of these cities, just like fill out the map and stuff. So like a lot of those are like Cthulhu-esque, like literal fish gods and old ones and shit like that.
Mm.
But also reminded me of Togashi instantly because they said like all the most dangerous things are like diseases and the wildlife. Like in Westeros, you're usually dying to either A, starvation, or B, the other big one, getting slaughtered by somebody. But it seems like Jungle Land is more like jungles. I forgot the names of all the places, though. So
yeah, me too.
Which is fair. No one goes in there in the story, so.
True that. I think that's a good place to end it.
Absolutely.
We'll catch you guys next week with some more content. Dukes of Weebdom.
Dukes of Weebdom.
Episode 133. Take care now.
Peace.
See y'all next week.